let's have a few words in penance, in doing my culpa. So ending the Nikki chapter. Yesterday I was doing that, I mean saying goodbye, if you will, with gratitude, expressing my appreciation of the fact that she was near, she was a close friend for some time. We quarreled, but then I was very too critical of the postpartum of the after the break period when I felt, I mean, betrayed because she would go with Marius, maybe lost her virginity to him, not his virginity. He was, he had been having sex with at least, 10 girls I knew, and he would, well, in another case, maybe take away from me, Mirella, I'm thinking. And we had the tense period when I was calling and saying I want my money back because I had money with my. That's not me. I was the one, the bastard, the scoundrel who said, "Okay, I'm going to England, so with this girl," and so there it is. I'm not even sure how I've put it. Did I say, "Okay, I'll marry, I'll be in Britain for some time, and then I'll come and take you along," or was it just we'll see, or I couldn't have said this is it, just like that. Sometimes it would be a thing to talk with others who would, like Nikki said, would present a different point of view, how they felt about this, what was said, in fact, because it's going. I mean, it's gone. Too many girls. Okay, I'm just being a monster, which is what I probably am in a small way, not big because I don't have the big qualities of a monster. I mean, super intelligence, intense, constant. I don't know. But I'm also thinking, for instance, of this because we'll make the transition somehow to Miss Romania. In some ways, the most important, one of the most beautiful, although maybe not the most beautiful. I mean, maybe Nikki and Nicole both were beautiful. I mean, we wouldn't know, would we? I mean, they didn't participate in a pageant because that's one thing, one key to become the queen of beauty. For now, I mean, maybe they will forbid this because it's already under heavy criticism. It is in so many ways a medieval thing, bought by a tycoon in Thailand. Not the king, though, that idiotic fellow they have there. I mean, not there because he lives in Germany with his harem, apparently. You look at him and, oh my God. I lost my train of thought. Where was it? Mitza. Who's Mitza? The joke. Yeah, I was saying about the transition, moving on to Miss Romania. Apparently, I mean, sometimes the most important because of the title, but then how do we know how? You have to take part in that, and you have to have the objective jury if that's the thing, and then it's also relative. What about the inside, material beauty, and so on? Nikki Nicole, very beautiful outside, perhaps probably the most beautiful inside, Sharika. And I was talking about moving there. Yes, and I remember a small detail. I was talking to my friend or partner, the only last friend I have left. We're not really friends anymore, I don't think so, because we have mates or something, partners in business, which is like struggling with this moment. I guess I don't really want to ask the details of this environment, crisis, energy, and so on. The economy is sleeping away. And he told me something crazy. I mean, I don't remember it. It's also true. It's so much to put in, and so many girls, so many stupid things. And then there's that other aspect I mentioned in connection with the revolution. Somehow it's, and I've read in a book, it's a defense mechanism. The brain wipes away some details. So you have this selective amnesia. What you remember is it tells something about you. And he told me he had some fun. I don't know, it was comical when I threw the Queen of Beauty's things out. So apparently I did that, but I don't think so. I don't think so. Did I mentioned that to my sister, and did she say anything to confirm or reject that? No, I don't know. I don't think so again. But that's a crazy thing, and it doesn't work itself into the picture. Maybe I remember to analyze this again later when we're reaching the point of breakup with Queen of Beauty, Beauty Queen. But that happened not that way. It doesn't make sense. Even if somebody else says, maybe somebody else with somebody, but somebody else didn't have things with me. That's a strange idea, strange notion. So what happens is at one point the mother comes in, she's upset, and we have to move. But that's not her. I mean, why would I react that way to something? It didn't happen. It's a conspiracy theory, and I should have thought. But that's fun doing this now for the audiences, which doesn't exist. It's safe. I discovered something which I was puzzled about. I mean, he said I did that, but I didn't. No way, because we had to. She had to move from my place, but it was because her mother came and had a fit, and she was furious. And we still went along. I mean, we still had the relationship, even if she had to live somewhere else. So what things thrown in from the balcony down in the street. And then when she eventually, so she takes Las Vegas, Miss Universe, 1991, okay, in spring. And then she's drifting away. She comes back and she's, well, I don't think this is working anymore. But by that time, no things to throw out. Plus, it fizzles out, but it stays together in some sort of form, under some different name, or for some time. We'll get to that, inshallah. Ce mă, băiatule?